you do not recognize the song I just played, it is from the first season of the TV adaptation of the popular Pokemon game. It has a recurring role of Charmander, which has a picture up there, throughout the series, especially in the first season. And all of its evolutions appear in the series, and each of them have a large role in various episodes and several of the movies that came from the series. My point for this speech is to convince everyone that Charmander is pretty much the best starter Pokemon ever. Its name is a combination of the words char and salamander, and its appearance is that of a bipedal dinosaur-like with its tail on fire. This appeals to a lot of audiences because I know some girls may not think it's cute, but I know some that do also. They find it cute. It also appeals to young boys because they're like, oh, it's a dinosaur and its tail is on fire. Wicked awesome. But anyways, being a fire type, Charmander naturally has disadvantages and advantages over other types. Its appearance and abilities vary throughout its different incarnations in some of the different games. However, these various disadvantages and advantages can be modified by changing Charmander's stats. In the first 4 games, it was weak against the first 2 gyms, which were rock type and water type gyms respectively. And they dealt with this specifically in the Fire Red incarnation of the game because Charmander gained the ability to learn the move Metal Claw, which allowed you to progress through the first gym much easier and allowed for a lot of easier battles between that and the second gym. So by the time you got to the water gym, your Charmander was powerful enough to handle it. Now that I've presented an accurate representation of Charmander's appearance and abilities, I would like to talk about its other evolutions. Charmander's second form, Charmeleon, looks like an older version of Charmander. With each evolution that a Pokemon undergoes, it gains a massive boost in its statistics and its moves that it can learn. Attack, defense, and special defense all go up by 200 points with Charmeleon, which is an incredible boost even among like all of the other Pokemon that exist. Its third form, Charizard, is the glorious epitome of the Charmander evolution. It grows to resemble a dragon, and it gains wings, which enables it to have a dual type, which means it becomes a fire-flying type and gains even more advantages over other Pokemon, as well as a few disadvantages. Despite being a fire type and having a natural weakness against water, Charmander can be trained well enough to overcome this. Fire types naturally have high attack, which enables them to deal with Pokemon that they're weak against by replacing the fire type moves with other moves, which will still do massive damage because of its amazingly high attack stat. Which means that the weakness against water becomes effectively neutralized. Finally, I would like to wrap it up with a few testimonials from friends of mine who heard I was doing a speech on Pokemon and demanded that they would be involved in some way. A quote from my friend Joe Layton: "Charmander is obviously the superior choice for your starting Pokemon because he looks like a lizard and has a flaming tail. He also evolves into a dragon that can fly and spit mad flames all the time. Who in their right mind wouldn't want that?" And my second quote is from Eric Mason: "Charmander is the most useful Pokemon to have with you if you were stranded in the wilderness. Other than that, he's really just a gateway to Charizard who just rocks so hard." I appreciate your time and for you listening to my speech about Pokemon. I realize that this makes me look like a huge nerd, but I can accept that fact because I've been with Pokemon pretty much the whole way. Thank you for your time.